Welcome to Spooky Ghost Watch. This is another test. I'm experimenting with something. I'm thinking, let's come back day after day with something different. So we've had the blender, that was yesterday, or the day before, I can't remember. When did we do blender? I don't know. It was yesterday. Today, or at least right now, we're doing Ghost Watch. It's Ghost Watch time. That's right, Jen Ives watching the most latest, up-to-date, spooky ghost videos. We're gonna see which ones spook me and which ones are fake and shitty. Do you believe in ghosts? Are you a ghost? Maybe you're a ghost watching this. Hey, ghosts out there, if you're a ghost, don't forget to rate, comment and subscribe. Ghosts. Got some new lights. Got those from Tiger. Ever been there? Used to be called Tiger, now it's called Flying Tiger. It's a bit much, I feel. Because tigers don't fly, do they? Right, that's some pretty spooky music. We're going to turn that off now. Because it's too scary, that music. So, let's get on with the spooks. I've just got to actually size the video. It's a bit unprofessional. Should have done this to start with. There we go. Perfect. Just a little trigger warning before we start. This video is going to spook you to a degree that might make you shit yourself. Because this is Ghost Watch, the spookiest series in the goddamn world. Right, let's get on with it. Let's watch some up-to-date ghost videos. Scary. I think we can have the music at a low level. Right, let's do this. Oh, something flew off a shelf. Oh. Have you noticed that they're always opening drawers, aren't they, ghosts? Always opening drawers. I mean, look at that again. Look, watch. Watch this, look. I mean, what are they after? Ghosts? They're like spoons. They're after your cutlery. So watch out. If I had a poltergeist and it was chucking forks around my house, I'd say make yourself useful. Why don't you chuck them in the dishwasher while you're at it? I don't have a dishwasher. That was mad. Do you see how that was aggressive? That was like a knife toss. Whoa. Now I think this one is fake, and I think the effect was achieved using very strong magnets. Oh, here we go. It's the bloody door. Why is that person so frustrated that they've got a ghost? They're like... Hold on, I'm going to tell Twitter that I'm streaming. I forgot to do that. I am streaming live now on Twitch. We are doing a ghost watch. All the spookiest ghosts all the time. Twitch.com/JenBlends. There we go. Anyway, let's carry on with this spooky video. I'm just going to find some new music that we can listen to. We want scary. There we go. Okay. Look, the chair's moving. That was it. Just a bit of wind. What was that? Look in the right-hand corner. What is that? What the hell is that? Looks like the ghost of a seagull. It's definitely a seagull's ghost. Just wandering the earth, looking for chips.
There it is.
What is it, a house? Look, if you're gonna hunt ghosts, my advice to you would be just get a better camera, alright? None of this digital zoom malarkey. I want to see the ghost in 4K. I want to see it in the highest quality possible. I mean, they spend enough money, don't they, buying these e-readers? Or is that Scientology? They buy, like, these ghost voice radios and Ouija boards and shit. Buy a camera with a fucking light on it. Yeah, it's an old house. Abandoned old house.
Holy
What?
Go.
What? There was like a flippin'... What was that supposed to be? The face of a haunted girl?
Holy
What, that? That's what we're talking about, is it? This? That's nothing. That's literally nothing. It's less than nothing.
Go.
Go. Oh my god. The picture's moving. What's this? A little girl. And some bugs. I hate these ones with the security cameras, right? Because it's an interlacing. Look, I'm not here to debunk, okay? I want to believe. I like ghosts. I think they're spooky, they're kooky, they're creepy and fun. But these old CCTV cameras, right? It's like they have a tape. They have like one tape, and they keep taping over that one tape, and then like the film is like interlaced. So because the camera's usually in one position, sometimes you see an artifact from a different day, and that's what this is. It's just some... It's like when you have two pieces of footage and you put one over the other. It's a stupid. Is that flies? Loads of flies in that house. It was nothing. You know these ghosts, right? They're like always... They're always like turning lights on and off. Like electrical appliances. You could be like... You could turn that into something positive, right? You could be like, well, thanks for turning my lights off while, you know, when I'm not here. Oh, that's a spooky one. See that there? That's like a plastic bag. Pretty spooky. That's a person. See, that's what I was talking about, the artifact. That's not a ghost. It wasn't even walking like a ghost. Like, ghosts walk like this, like, oh, I'm a ghost. People just, they walk like this. Ghosts are like, oh, I'm a ghoul. I'm gonna get you with my ghouly hands. People are like, oh, I'm going to work. Look at how he walks, look. He's like, hold on, watch this. He's like, oh, I must get to the shop. I've got to go and buy some deodorant. Oh, and then, oh no, I'm disappearing because I'm a ghost. I don't think so. You're not a ghost. You're a fraud, a fake. You're Scooby-Doo, mate. This one's a ghost, 100%. Ghost confirmed.
Caralho, bicho, que é isso,
I've
mano?
seen this one.
Cuidado, Judá.
The door goes
Cuidado, mano.
mad.
Que é isso, mano?
It's a door ghost, look.
Caralho, mano. Que é isso, bicho? Caralho, mano. Mano, que é isso, bicho?
This is the ghost of a teenage boy. You're so unfair.
Caralho, mano. Bora, mano.
Deus me livre, mano.
Vai, mano. Vai, mano. Vai, mano. Vai, mano. Vai, mano.
I wanna go round Fred's house.
Corre, corre.
I like that they have guns. They're like, we don't need no flipping little ghost machine, like little ghost radios. We've got guns. I'm gonna shoot a load of holes through those ghosts.
Caralho, mano. Que é isso, bicho?
What was that noise? Hello, Critical Cripple. How are you? Woofing around town. It's pretty lonely in here at the moment. Oh, a new follower noise. I thought it came from the YouTube video. I didn't realise that it was... You can see how often I get new followers. I don't even know what the noise is. But we're watching ghost videos. That's what we're doing. And I'm analysing them, breaking them down for you. All the hits, all the new ghost videos, old and new. And we're gonna see if they're worth soiling yourself over. I didn't see what happened there. I liked it when ghost videos used to be like, oh, here's a big red circle so you can see where the ghost is going to be. I didn't see no ghost. And I'm not rewinding. If I don't see the ghost, you don't see the ghost. Yeah, it was the ghost of an empty room. It was a room ghost. The ghost of a room within a room. So it's very hard to see. Doctor's room. Surgery. Emergency room. Why do you have to open the door like a video game character? Like, ooh. This feels staged. Yeah, this is bullshit. Because they turned around before the curtain even started moving. They're like, oh! And then the curtain starts moving. Bullshit. Yeah, neat parlor trick, buddy. Nice bed sheets. Oh my god, what's that? It's a dog. There's a dog there now. Oh, the dog. Okay, it's not the dog. Creepy Mickey Mouse on the wall. What is it's just a photograph? Oh, there's like, okay, look. There's like a spooky face there. See that? See that spooky face? That not moving spooky face. Could be literally anything. Oh yeah, it's a photo. That's why it's not moving. Oh my god! It's a person on a TV. Who's that then? Who's that supposed to be? I came here for videos. I didn't come here for little pictures. Hold on, I'm just going to find some spooky music to play over the background so I don't have to edit it in later. There we go, 10 hours of spooky music. That's not it. This is it. Top 10 ghost videos caught on camera. Here is a ghost video. This is something you might find really scary. Watch Mojo's top 10 spooky ghost videos. Number 10. That video wasn't so good, I don't think. Let's watch a different one. Unexplained, top 6 real disturbing ghosts caught on tape. Number 6. The creepy hallway girl. That's like Galway girl, but cheaper. It's the hallway girl.
Right, so here we have the living room area. So it's quite...
Right, so here we are. I like it when a ghost video is British. British. I like it when a ghost video is British, because there's always a bottle of water. In America, it's like, top 10 spooky videos caught on tape. And in America, it's like, right, I was trying to make my fucking breakfast right, and this ghost threw my pancakes all over the room.
So here we have the living room area. So it's quite small. Kitchen. Hallway where most of the stuff happens. Got to turn on the lights, dark.
Gotta turn on the lights, it's proper dark. Was there a ghost? There was a ghost there, wasn't there, when they turned on the light? Look.
Got to turn on the lights,
Watch.
Dark.
There, look. That is so shit. And you know it's going to be fake because they're like giving you little hints like, I've got to turn on the light because it's proper dark. Trying to give you a reason why they're turning on the light. So obviously, why else would you turn on a light? I mean, that is such an asset. That's such a visual effect. I'm not impressed. Because that is a very Japanese ghost. And it's like a British video. Like, that's the ghost, like, that's the Ring ghost. The ghost from Ring. What's that doing in Dulwich? Right? Did you see it? Yeah, mate, we saw, number 5. Ghost closes door. I can do that. I want to see a ghost do something that I can't do. I want to see a ghost do a backflip. I can't do a backflip. You never see a backflipping ghost. Ghosts closing doors or opening kitchen drawers, see it all the time. And yes, Critical is very, very lost. Very lost ghost. That's one of those things, isn't it, where you're like a security guard and you have to beep it to prove you've done your rounds, right? I learnt about those in the film Naked by Mike Lee. There's no ghosts in that film, it's just a good film. This looks like either a hotel or a care home. Or a combination of the two. Good suspense in this video. Oh, we've got 4 viewers now. Introduce yourselves or get out. We're watching ghost videos, alright? Yeah, that's right. It does have a very Shining-esque quality, doesn't it? But probably British again. So instead of it's come play with us, Danny. It's like, come and play with us, Danny. We've got a bottle of water. Hello, Harold. I know you, I think. You know what? The title of this video was Ghost Closes Door. It did, you know. This guy's like, fuck you, I'm opening the door again. Don't do that, don't mess with me. Closing my doors. It's good that the ghost closes the door, because if this is a care home or a hotel or whatever, it should have fire doors. So it should have doors that close automatically, because if there's a fire, you want the doors closed, because it stops the fire from getting through. You can get like an hour on some of those doors. Oh god, see that where it cut, where they turned. Now we're in the world of number 4. Attacked in the woods.
Do you remember the camcorder I had that had night vision? That was fucking epic.
What is this? A British special, is it? Do you remember the camcorder what I had that was fucking epic? It had a fucking night vision on my camera. Wow. Oh, come, give me a break. Give me a break. That was terrible. Okay. That didn't, I don't. Watch the face, look, there's a face what appears. Here. Ah! Now, I warned you at the beginning of this video that it was going to make you do a shit, because it's so scary. Look. It's kind of cute though, it's got a button nose. It's got like big eyes. And then, oh my god, a silhouette.
Alright, you go first.
I like his element cap. He's like, yeah, on the weekdays I go skateboarding, but on the weekend it's ghost hunting time, baby. It was right here. I don't know how to act. Ugh. Nice heartogram, buddy. I can't believe these jokers got 2 in this compilation. What's this next one going to be, them as well? Is that the ghost there? No, it's there, look. Terrifying. Yeah, this is pretty piss poor, isn't it? But I feel like I need to see what number 1 is. The Kinect ghost. Do you remember the Xbox Kinect? People think that they can pick up like the silhouette, like the wireframe of a ghoul. The irony of that is that the Kinect is dead itself and it ain't ever coming back. So stop trying to make Kinects useful. Stop trying to use Kinects for things. It was a fad, a flash in the pan. Alright? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Look at this. Number 1. It says here, Zero Fox. This person is Zero Fox. What's this account is Zero Fox. Zero Fox FK. Putting yourself as number 1 in your ghost compilation. Very naughty. Very, very naughty, Zero Fox. Not happy with you. Gonna spank your bottom. Oh my god, a shadow. Alright, fuck this one. Let's find a good one. Basically, I'm trying to look for like newish ones. Real ghost caught on camera. I'll tell you who I used to watch. I used to watch this guy called Nuke. Nuke's Top 10. Nuke's Top 5. Now, Nuke knows a ghost. Nuke can find you a ghost. Nuke narrates it as well, which is quite nice, so it gives me less of a job. Let's watch one of Nuke's videos. Let's watch Nuke, top 10 scary videos of ghosts and creepy things. Oh, what was that? Is that another follower that I just got? Stop it, stop it. Remember guys, I've got a donation button on my page. Let's watch this.
I want to stop being unhealthy when I'm too busy to make anything or I'm out and about.
Me too, me too.
I can get all the vitamins.
Let's watch this.
Top 10 scary videos of ghosts and creepy things.
Top 10 scariest videos of ghosts and creepy things.
The road to nowhere. Paranormal investigators from the YouTube channel Paranoiacs travel to a secluded forest road in the mountains of Germany. The roadway is said to be haunted by the restless spirit of a young woman named Elizabeth, who tragically passed away in an accident on the road over 40 years ago. Locals refer to the ghost that haunts the roadway as, quote, the woman in black.
It's all... do you know what? I'm so tired of ghosts, female ghosts, being only defined by what they're wearing. I'm tired of this. You know, it's about time we had a little bit more ghost feminism, less ghost misogyny. Because it's always, oh, the woman in the white dress who roams the halls, the woman in black, the woman with the stiletto heels, the woman with the hair. It's like, give me a break. Try focusing on her personality just once.
The Paranoiacs are driving down the lone forest road in hopes of capturing anything supernatural on camera. What happens next is downright chilling.
Abi o ne? Orada birisi mi vardı bana böyle geldi? Abi o neydi? Öne gitti biraz öne doğru.
I frequently ask this question. Why are they filming? What were they filming for? Just like, hey, let's go for a ride. Yeah, we're gonna go for a late night drive. Hey, I'll film it. I'll film it. Why do you want to film it? That's weird. We just want to go. We're just a few guys in a car. We want to go for a late night drive. Okay, I was gonna film it though. Well, you can film it if you want, but we're not really bothered about filming it. We're going for a drive. We kind of want to enjoy the drive now, in the moment. Okay, I'll take my camera back. No, I mean, if you really want to film the drive, you can film the drive. No, it's fine. You're right. I should just enjoy the drive in the moment. Listen to the music, you know, enjoy the wind. I'll take my camera home. It was a stupid idea. No, I feel bad now. If you want to, look, come along. If you want to film the drive, just film the drive. It doesn't hurt. It'd be nice to have the memories. We can watch it again later. And then they're out driving and they're like, oh, there was a ghost. Did you see it? And he's like, now you see why I film all of our drives? Now you see? Just in case. I've been waiting for this. He's like, I've been waiting for this moment. I told you that one day I would catch a ghoul on camera. That's why I'm filming all the time. Never stop.
Çıkalım mı? Bakalım. Dur ışıkları da çıkartmadım ben daha önce. Az bir saniye. Nereye gitti Cemal?
Ya ben mi yanlış gördüm? Ama bir şey vardı orada.
Ben de bir şey gördüğüm gibi son anda sanki böyle
Aynen son.
gölge sandım. Dikkat et. Daha ışıkları çıkartmadık.
Abi burada olması gerek. Baksana. Nereye gidecek?
Buraya doğru insan çıkamaz ki.
Nobody can climb this. Impossible.
A strange woman dressed in all black can be seen standing at the side of the road. The Paranoiacs team is shocked and quickly back up their car.
And look, she's gone now.
A strange woman dressed in
Right, let's
all black
look.
can be seen.
Well, we don't know if she's dressed in all black. But there she is. To be honest, it doesn't really look like she's wearing black either. Because she's in... It's night time, it's really dark. And her clothes don't look that dark. I reckon she could be wearing navy blue, possibly.
Standing at the side of the road. The Paranoiacs team is shocked and quickly back up their car. But the woman has just disappeared.
But the woman has just disappeared. To be fair to this video, as fake as it obviously is, I like it. This is the thing with these ghost videos, right? Just because they're not real, and some of them are, but just because they're not all real, it doesn't mean that the video isn't cool. It doesn't mean they haven't achieved a legitimately spooky thing. They're like little films, that's how I like to view them, like little films. Hey commenters, why don't you leave a comment? What's the most spookiest ghost what you have ever seen?
They get out of their car and search, but she's nowhere to be found. 3 months later, and the Paranoiacs team return to the same road and
The Paranoiacs, you know.
bring along friends. They park their car, set up a static camera, and set out to explore.
Look at him run. Look at him run. I bet he's the guy who was filming at first, like, wait for me, guys! Don't leave me behind with the spooky
3
ghosts!
months later, and the Paranoiacs team return to the same road and bring
Look.
along friends. They park their car, set up a static camera, and set out to explore.
Don't leave me!
But while they are away, their static camera captures something truly terrifying.
I hate these, like, camera effects, like, bzzz, bzzz. When has your camera ever gone, like, bzzz? It's not that truly terrifying, it's like a blob. If some sharp-toothed beast flew out, that would be truly terrifying. This is just like, you sort of have to sort of squint to see it. Thank God for the red circle. Red circle alert! Boo, 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 boo! Every time we see a red circle on these ghost videos, we're gonna want, I want like a little sound that goes like boo, 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 boo. But I don't know how to do that yet because I'm a Twitch newbie. And we've got an ad.
This is my weekly HelloFresh. Flexible delivery.
As the static camera records, a translucent apparition walks across the road and disappears into thin air. When the Paranoiacs team returns, they don't see anything or anyone around. They don't even discover what they have captured until later when they review their footage. So could this be the spirit of Elizabeth, the quote, woman in black, endlessly wandering and lost on the lone forest road? Let me know what you think. You can find more spooky videos over on the YouTube channel, Paranoiacs. A Sixth Sense.
I've seen that film.
In another strange video, Reddit user ACC6894 says that his brother's girlfriend has 2 German shepherds. A CCTV camera records the dogs who have been left home alone one night. They begin to act very strangely. And then this happens.
Oh dear.
The dogs seem disturbed by something in the corner of the room. Then suddenly a chest drawer comes flying out at them, startling the poor doggies.
I think this one is real. I'm going to tell you why. Because I hope it's real. Because if someone set this up for their, like, drawer to, like, fly out in their dog's face, that's a bad person. You don't do that to a cute dog. If a ghost did that, you'd be like, okay, it's a ghost. They're a ghoul. They're spectre. They're evil. They're bad. They're going to do that. They're going to be like, take that, dog. I'm a ghost. If a living person does that, it's like, come on, man. Don't do that to dog. So I don't know if it's real. I just hope that it's real.
Reddit user ACC6894 has no idea what happened to the dogs and believes the CCTV might have recorded something paranormal. But what do you think happened here? Let me know. Followed home. Ghost hunter Robert from the paranormal investigation team Para Evident claims that ever since they went to the allegedly haunted Montanay Hotel in Arkansas on an investigation, something seems to have followed him home to his apartment. He says his lights flicker, electronic devices turn on and off on their own, and creepiest of all, he's seen horrifying apparitions in his home.
They're always doing that to a window. Ooh, I'm putting my hand on a window.
The entire Para Evident team decide to investigate the haunting in Robert's home.
Some of these paranormal investigators have like the shittiest names for their YouTube channels. Para Evident. The Spookomaniacs. The Ghoul Snatchers.
During the investigation, Robert and team member Joshua set up an SLS camera and begin to ask questions through a Spirit Box phone app.
Don't even get me started about spirit boxes, alright? I want nothing to do with them. So we've all scanned through a radio really quickly. Why would a ghost choose to communicate with you through Dr. Fox on Capital FM? It doesn't make sense. But, oh my god, did you hear what the ghost just said? It said, what was the biggest hit in the summer of 1974? What was that? Oh my god, was that the Stereophonics by XFM, on XFM? Was it trying to say, this ghost?
What happens next is truly bizarre.
Can you show yourself?
Can you show yourself, please?
Did you see it? A pale figure can be seen passing by the TV in Robert's bedroom. Strangely enough, the apparition can only be seen on the SLS camera.
What?
Josh and Robert have no idea what this bizarre figure could be, and they believe it just might be the dark entity that's haunting Robert's apartment. But
By the way, hello, new viewers. It's one of those streams where it's like, there's 2 people watching, then there's 3 people, then there's 2 people, then there's 4 people. Let's get those viewers up to 10. I want to see 10 people watching this stream. If I get 10 viewers, I'm gonna do a dance.
what do you think? You can find more very spooky
I think you're having a laugh, Nuke. I think you're having a bloody laugh.
videos over on the YouTube channel Para Evident. Evident spelled with the 3. House
Of course. If you're not spelling it with a 3, what are you doing?
tour gone wrong. Nuke's top 5 viewer Paul sent in a video he recorded at his home in Glasgow, Scotland.
In Leicester Square, Glasgow, Scotland.
Paul says that since his family moved into their new home, they've been hearing odd noises during the
To be fair, I'm sure Americans get frustrated at the way that we pronounce things, like, I'm going to New Orleans.
night and have had the strange feeling that they're just not alone. Paul has just always shrugged it off. But one day, Paul is recording a video.
I guess I got a ghost.
to show his ad, and things take a terrifying turn.
Right, Jill. Just thought I'd show you a quick tour of the house.
Shit, that cat. Hello, I just gotta show you tour my house right now.
This is the cupboard.
This is my cupboard. This is where I keep my things. I put my shirts and pants in here. And sometimes a broom.
The hallway actually in the cupboard's nothing much in there. It's not very big, but it's alright. Stairs to...
It's not exactly cribs, is it? This is where I keep my mop and bucket. Now get out of my house, MTV. Go on, get out of it.
Upstairs, I'll show you that in a bit. I'll show you the bathroom first. So, it's alright, isn't it?
Yeah, it's got a toilet.
Got a proper bath. Sink in the toilet. That's it. What more do you want? What do you want?
I don't know, some nicer tiles. Always room for improvement, don't forget that.
Got a shower there as well.
A bath?
Clean. I quite like it. I'll show you the kitchen first. So you come in, living space, turn left, it's kitchen. It's not very light, it's not very good. So yes, we've got a hob and a washing machine. It's quite a big old kitchen actually, if you have a look.
What's the purpose of this video? Is this one of those like weird like ones that estate agents put on their websites when it was COVID? Because when it was COVID, no one could really do viewings, so you saw there was a lot more videos online. It was like really uncharismatic estate agents like, this is the bedroom. There's got a bed in it, very nice.
So we haven't actually got 2 fridge freezers. This one broke down a few months ago. We just haven't been able to get rid of it. It's too big to fit in the car and that. But other than that, yeah. Little garden out the back. We built the shed last summer. That's right. But this, I like this. So it's got that breakfast bar and the oven and all that stuff. So yeah. It's good, it's good. Alright, so living space. Little front of our house. That's supposed to be a little driveway where it should have a drop curb, but it hasn't. Evie, she's been jumping up on the surfaces quite a bit. But actually knocked something over, got spooked in.
Very well seeded.
Oh man, you're having some sort of laugh, aren't you? Can you see that?
This acting. Mwah! Mwah! I love it. I love it. I'll tell you, I'll give this one points, okay? Because what he's done something well, which I always think is a good thing to do if you're making a ghost video, okay? If you want to make a fake ghost video, what you need to do is you need to make the video really boring, okay? You need at least like 10 minutes up front of boring, unrelated shit. If you can do it all in a single take, that's best. So it'd be like 10 whole minutes of like, here's my stamp collection, but you have to really commit to it. And then at that 10-minute mark, that's when stuff starts going downhill. Where he's failed on this, to be fair, is it's a bit cliche. It's like, oh, the drawers and cupboards are open. Oh, it's really easy to do. And his acting is like, let's just say he's not going to be getting any awards soon. Do you know what I mean, Cafe? He's like, oh no, what's happened? Can you see this? Or well, look at what has happened. But it's my favourite. It's my favourite genre of acting.
That's supposed to be a little driveway where it should have a drop curb, but it hasn't.
Also, why are you doing a house tour now? If you put up the shed last summer, that means you've been in a house for ages. Should have done it then. What were you waiting for?
Evie, she's been jumping up on the surfaces quite a bit. But actually knocked something over, got spooked in.
Listen to this acting. Ready?
Oh man, you're having some sort of laugh, aren't you? Can you see that?
Oh man, you're having some sort of laugh, ain't ya? Can you see that? So yeah, we can see it. You're filming it, mate. TV's on.
Look at this, look at this. Pouch automatically tries all the codes it knows about.
I don't want
all over the
Pouch.
web.
Paul hears the sudden sound of a broom falling in his kitchen, and when he goes to check it out, all the cabinet doors have suddenly opened. Paul can't believe what he has witnessed and just stops recording. In his email, Paul explains that he was pretty spooked by the experience. And, well, who wouldn't be?
You would be, wouldn't you? You'd be spooked by that acting.
So what would you do if this were to happen to you?
Close the cupboards, put a child lock on them. I wouldn't freak out and stop filming. It's not that big of a deal. You got lucky with that ghost. Just one of those drawer opening ghosts. The ghosts that you want to be worried about are those knife throwing, like, bleeding wall ghosts. Don't worry about a few drawers opening, God's sake. You're lucky. If you got just your drawers are opening, it's lucky. Like, do you remember in Poltergeist when the poltergeist like puts all the chairs on top of the table really quick? Like, that's a good ghost to have. That's like organised, you know. Didn't like all the clutter. Was like, I'm just gonna put the I know you tried to tidy up, but I'm gonna put the chairs up here, okay? I'd be like, thank you. Can you sweep up a bit?
Let me know down in the comments. Before we move on to the next video, if you see anything that you think should be included in the top 5, contact us at nukestop5@gmail.com.
I'm not doing your work for you, Nuke. I'm not doing it.
Imaginary friend. TikTok user Genevieve Swafford claims that 4 years ago she recorded a video when she suddenly heard her young daughter Lauralee talking to someone, even though they were the only ones at home at the time. Years go by, and eventually Genevieve goes back through her old videos and is shocked when she discovers that she might have actually captured what her young daughter was talking to.
Lauralee, come here. Lauralee, who are you playing with? What are you doing?
Her mom Genevieve.
They've got those doorways that, like, they're like round. I know there was like a ghost, but something that's interested me even more is they've got those like doorways that are like this, like you see in the Simpsons house. I wish we had more doorways like that in Britain. That would be cool. Can I just say at first I thought this was the ghost? Just saying.
Genevieve doesn't seem to see, but it looks like a shadow.
I mean, that is a shadow.
Walks right behind little Lauralee. Genevieve asks her daughter,
look at its feet. It looks kind of like Grimace from McDonald's.
Lauralee, who are you playing with? What are you doing?
Lauralee's like, just leave me alone. I'm just trying to play with this fucking ghoul. Can't you just give me 5 minutes with the ghoul? Always saying, what are you doing, Lauralee? Just give me a break. I'm fine. The ghoul is looking after me.
Her mom Genevieve doesn't seem to see, but it looks like a shadow walks right behind little Lauralee. Genevieve asks her daughter who she's playing with, but the girl has no answer. So could it be that Genevieve's house is haunted and her daughter?
Why is the TikTok account called Genevieve's Monster? That's weird. I think your house is haunted by Grimace from the McDonald's. Our houses aren't big enough for posh doorways. That's right, Critical Cripple. Yes, our houses are... Well, they are, I think. Like, look, it's not about the size. I mean, look, I wouldn't want a doorway that big. It's more the shape, you know. I like the shape of it.
Could see the spirit? Maybe even talk to it? Or could this video just be an elaborate TikTok hoax?
I think a hoax because they've got a rocking horse in the background and you know that's going to get some screen time at some point. Whenever anyone wants to fake a ghost video, they're like, we better get a rocking horse.
You decide. Creepy crawler.
After this video, I'm going to just quickly go and get a drink. Actually, I'll do it now. I'm going to quickly go get a drink. I'll be back. If I come back and if you've all left, I'm going to be fucked off royally. I'll leave you with this. Let me know if it moves while I'm away. Like a ghost. I'm back. I've got my drink. Oh, I sat on it. I bought this today. I'm 31 years old. It's a pencil case. You can put pencils in it, but you don't have. You can put other things in there too, except for pencils. Shut up, critical. Yeah, right. Did they move? Whatever. You're just trying to give me the spooks.
This next strange video was emailed to me by Mohammed Al-Badri from the city of Aden in Yemen. Mohammed claims that his friend was driving home when he spotted something absolutely terrifying.
Nuke loves the word terrifying. He says it all the time. Just so you know.
The man allegedly pulled out his phone and started to record.
أنا شفته ورا برميل الزبالة هذا. إيه شكله رعب والله رعب.
What the fuck is that supposed to be?
A horrifying pale creature with 6 legs comes scurrying out from...
Alright, this one deserves credit for at least being different. That's not a ghost. I guess that falls under the category of creepy things. It's definitely creepy. I don't like it, I'll say that much. It's a good... If it is computer generated, it's pretty good. I hope it's not real. Haha, good one. Good one, critical. Hahaha.
From behind a dumpster. Mohammed's friend is shocked and quickly just gets out of there.
That's what I would do. I'd be like, bye.
I'm in no way saying that this is real, but it's definitely very creepy, and if fake, it's very well done.
It is very well done. I give them credit for that. But then again, have you seen Cloverfield? They got some stuff in that like this. The thing about these videos is I always think, okay, they do look kind of good, like they look real. But if I was someone who made computer effects, what would be a good way of me advertising how good I am? I reckon it would be to like make a video like this and then show how many views it got, and I would contact like a production company and be like, look, I can make realistic creepy things, and they'd be like, you're hired, you're great, you made that creepy crab.
So is it real, or is it all just an elaborate hoax?
It's a hoax.
You decide.
But I say that because I want it to be, because if that thing turns up on my street, if I see that thing on my block, that's me just ending it.
Oh.
And get Captain D to try and debunk it. You're talking about Captain Disillusion, right? I like him. He does good work. He makes good videos. Fun videos. High budget videos. He's a talented young man, that Captain Disillusion.
Off the grid. YouTuber Kevin Lake and his wife Dearly from the YouTube channel Homesteading Off the Grid have made their home on a remote patch of land in central Virginia. After moving to their new secluded country home, they began to notice strange things in the woods around them. One day Kevin's neighbor is taking a walk through the woods near their property line, and he starts to notice movement in the forest.
That's a deer.
He takes out his phone and begins to record, and he soon spots something.
That's a tree.
Truly bizarre.
Since I've taken a more laid-back approach to fixing
That is pretty bizarre, to be fair. I swear to God, these YouTube ads, they're out of this world nowadays. Just to say, like, I think it's because I grew up at a time when YouTube came out. Like, I was alive when YouTube started. I was in school. I remember when YouTube only had one video on it, and it was a monkey pissing in its own mouth. And, those were like heady days. Those were like crazy days of no ads, no anything, just glory, just glory. And YouTube gave us that for a long time. And then they were like, do you know what, actually, ads. And then they're like, well, if you don't want the ads, you have to pay. If you want, you remember that experience you used to have, if you want that again, you better cough up. It's like the mafia, isn't it? It's like when they go around to your restaurant and they're like, well, you need to pay us protection money. You need to pay, hey, oh, you need to pay us fucking production money. It would be a real shame if something bad was going to happen to your pizzeria. It would be a real shame if this pizzeria burnt down because you didn't pay your protection money. That's YouTube. That's you, YouTube. Pull focus. Pull focus. There we go. What is that? What is that supposed to... Is it an elf? What's that? Is that not... I'm sorry, is that not just a person? It looks like a person. Yeah, that's right, Harold. We made our own websites. I had a GeoCities account. I had a Pixo account. I used to love making websites. I was all about making websites. I don't know if you know, but I actually have a website. It's jenives.net. I designed, well, I did it on Wix, but I designed it. I like it looks cool. I'm currently in the process of making it look snazzy. I'm gonna put loads of like effects and stuff on there. But yeah, like I'm pro website. I like a website. It's doing a poo. I'll be like, oh, you dirty ghoul. Oh, you dirty ghoul. I'd say, you know what I always say? Times are hard and friends are few. Ta-ra to fucking you ghoul. Thank you, Harold. Harold, did we meet? We met, didn't we? We've met. I think we've met. I met you recently, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not good with names, but I think we met. We did meet. I remember. Where did we meet? It was at a gig or something. We met at in Edinburgh at my show. Yes, we did. You came and said hello after my show. Thank you. I remember you. I follow you on Instagram. Yes. Thank you so much. This is getting a bit Blair Witch now, isn't it? It's getting a little bit Blair Witchy. Quick question to the chat, because it's very warm here today. If I put on my fan, just on the lowest setting, can you hear that? Is that annoying? Is it okay if I keep my fan on because I'm very hot?
Someone or something appears to be skulking around in the woods.
Thank you, Harold.
Near a cave, just watching the man. Curious viewers of Kevin's channel believe it could be anything from a hiding squatter.
It's ambient noise. Like, it gives the room character, right? Do we like these lights? What are we feeling about these lights? I like them. I'm gonna keep using them. Do you know what? I'm getting into Twitch this time. I'm enjoying it more because I've taken the pressure off a little bit. It's just a dumb thing. Let's Twitch, baby.
A backpacker, and
I think variety is good. One day I'm doing Blender, one day I'm doing ghosts, one day I'm doing gaming. One day I'm reading a story. One minute I can do it all. Okay, I can do it all.
then there are some viewer explanations that are a bit more out there, like claims that this is a skinwalker or a Sasquatcher.
Skinwalkers are very interesting. There are some good documentaries about the Skinwalker Ranch, which is a ranch in the States, obviously. I think it's in Nevada or somewhere like that. And it's this ranch that has a lot of paranormal activity around it. Things happen there. Cows get mutilated. People claim to see scary ghouls. Other things. There's a mummy walking around and a Frankenstein and all that scary stuff. But Skinwalker Ranch is very interesting. Skinwalkers they're pretty scary. They're like a Native American, like the Native Americans kind of talked about them, like, oh, it's like one of their like monsters. Pretty spooky stuff. Like Ghost is like, yeah, Ghost, okay, whatever. Like ooh, like whatever, it floats, it's see-through, whatever. But a Skinwalker, that's like
or even an entity wearing an invisibility cloak.
Fuck off.
Either way, Kevin and his neighbor have no idea who or whatever this is and why it would be on their property.
If there's, like, that is a person. That's a weird person. If you had your own property and there was a weird person there, you'd probably go, excuse me, can you go away? You wouldn't just hide behind a tree, like, oh. This is the middle of the day as well, like, approach this freak, tell them to get out.
Back to church. A while ago, I featured paranormal investigators David and Dell from the YouTube channel Signs and Signals. The two friends have been investigating an
Love that beard. Love it.
allegedly haunted church in Chester, South Carolina.
I like a beard, but this guy, that's, oh my god, what a beard.
It is over 200 years old. Long ago, in the early 1900s, it's believed that the church was the site of dark ritualistic ceremonies. David and Dell hadn't gone back to the church for a long time until one day they happened to drive through the city of Chester and recorded something bizarre that they still can't explain.
Dude, it's a candle.
Oh my god. The thing is, it's like, if you can get into a place, that means other people can get into a place. And I think a lot of these urban explorers, like, they forget that. Like, they go and visit, like, an old derelict asylum or whatever, and they're always like, oh my god, did you hear that? Did you hear that? It's like, yeah, there's, like, a homeless person asleep in here. Like, if you were homeless, you probably would sleep there too, at shelter. But they're trying to sleep, and then you, some, like, loser YouTubers coming in all the time with your GoPro, whatever, waking them up. Give them a break. Let them have a candle, for God's sake.
Oh, snap. Oh, oh.
After the terrifying experience, David and Dell decided to go back to the church for one more late.
Imagine seeing a ghost, or thinking you saw a ghost, and saying, oh, snap. If I saw a ghost, I'd go, fuck. That's okay, Critical. Thanks for hanging out. Go take the dog out. I like dogs. Go take your dog out. And, yeah, just thanks for watching.
Night investigation. Not long after entering the creepy building, the two friends witnessed something.
Always a pleasure to have you.
Chilling.
Let me just grab the can.
You might not know it, but an entire industry has been built on collecting and selling your data.
Whatever.
What?
Bro.
We see something back here.
Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh.
A chair slides across the floor completely on its own. And the guys decide to take a break outside to gather their courage before continuing their investigation. Eventually, they head back inside and sit down on the church pews. They begin to ask...
Top 3 jobs for having a nightlight on your head. A torch on your head. I would say number 3, a sewer guy. One of those guys that has to go down the sewer. In at number 2. Best job to have where you have a torch on your head. Head torch tester. You know, someone's got to test those torches on your head. And then number 1 best job is ghost hunter. You got to have a torch on your head. If you haven't got that, you haven't got anything.
Ask questions of the entity that may be haunting the building. And something seems to answer.
So we know you're here, and we're respectful of you. Just talk to us. There's something you want to tell us, I guess, right?
Oh my god, imagine if it was Moses. That'd be sick.
If you don't understand me, I want you to knock once for yes and twice for no.
I think it's very disrespectful to ask a ghost to knock once for yes or twice for no. Because it's like, if I was a ghost, I'd be like, am I a ghost or am I a horse? Am I a performing horse at a fair? You know? What am I, a circus chicken? I used to be a person. I used to speak and I used to write poetry. And now I have to be a horse? What I'm saying is, if you're a ghost and you're watching this, I feel you. Like, I don't agree with this. I don't think this is something that we should be doing to ghosts. I'd say a Ouija board is a lot more inclusive. You know, let the ghost at least spell out what it wants to say. Don't reduce it to clopping its hooves or whatnot.
Do you understand me?
That was me, sorry.
I know you heard that. So why are you here?
I'm like, why are you here? I'm like, I'm dead. I'm a ghost. This is where we hang out, in a church. In a graveyard. This is where we live. I'm like, what are you doing? Don't you know there's flipping... I've seen that you got a box set of Seinfeld at home. You could be watching that. You could be sorting out your taxes, but you're not. You're here. Fannying about. With things you don't understand. Trying to say I'm a horse.
David and Dale record a dark shadow-like mass seems to walk past the doorway right in front of them. Now the two guys didn't even notice the figure until they reviewed their footage later. But since the investigation, the two friends have decided not to return to the church for a while.
Investigation like they're the flipping FBI. Give me a break.
Just let you guys know.
That's going to be my catchphrase, my Twitch catchphrase, just so you know. Give me a break.
We might slow down on going to the church as often. Things have been going on in our personal lives since we've been going back there more. Me and David are starting to have experiences in our own houses, and it's really annoying when you can't get good sleep at home, because you'll be waking up in the middle of the night to bangs. You're thinking, oh, somebody's breaking into my house. Nobody's there, nothing's in there, nobody's awake. Startles everyone.
I think it's really funny when a ghost follows somebody home like a lost dog. Like, woof, woof, woof. Can I have some ghost treats? I'm like, scram, ghost. Get out of here. You know in a movie when people try and get a dog to go away, they always have to lie and pretend they hate the dog. They're like, get out of here, I hate you. You're a gross dog, you're a burden. I don't want to see you anymore. And the dog's like, I don't even love you. We gotta go our separate ways, dog. I can't afford you. And then they're just like, oh, okay. I can't stay mad at you. That's what I'd be like, but with a ghost.
Hopefully just kind of straying away from the church a little bit might help, because it really only started to heat up once we started to go there.
So did David and Dell capture real paranormal activity on camera at the church? Let me know what you think. You can watch more footage and investigations at the haunted church over on their YouTube channel, Signs and Signals. A walk in the woods. One very early morning before daybreak, Nick Foster...
Just to say, I'm having a great time tonight. I've got gin, and I've got ghosts, and I've got you lovely viewers, 2 of you. I understand when you start Twitch, you start off small. I get that. The important thing is, I'm living in the moment and I'm having fun. Alright, it's not... I know there are some of those Twitchers out there, they play Minecraft, and they get billions of watchers, all donating money to them and stuff. But you know what? I've heard the sound for 2 people following me during this stream. And that means I'm doing something right. And I've got these. I've got these. They've got weight to them. These ain't nothing.
Takes his cute little dog Poppy into the woods near his home and records a video of Poppy chasing squirrels through the dark forest. Later, when Nick looks back at his video, he notices something that gives him the creeps.
Poppy alerts. Oh, another viewer came in right when I was doing this. I'll keep doing this until more come in. We're watching ghost videos. Welcome.
Come here. Come on. This way.
Right before Nick stops recording, someone or something can be seen in the woods right in front of him.
That's an old man, look. Or an old lady. Oh, hello, Harold. Well, it says I've got 3 viewers, so... I'm not viewing it myself. We've got Harold, and you're the only person that I am aware of, so... There's got to be some other lurkers. Anyway, this is an old person in the woods. It's not a ghost.
Nick says he was completely alone and no one else would have been there in the hours when he recorded this footage.
You're there! What do you mean no one else would be there? You're there! You're not so special. Old people can go out for walks at night. You're there!
Nick says he's very skeptical of the paranormal, but he does believe that he might have captured an apparition. So could this strange pale figure be a ghost? Or just someone randomly out for...
It's an old person. It's not a ghost, but it's nearly a ghost. It's as close to a ghost as you can get without being a ghost. That's what old people are. Old people are nearly ghosts. Right? They're not ghosts. Don't call an old person a ghost. That's mean. But they are closer to ghosts than us. Well, not all of us. We could get hit by a bus any day. Unless you don't leave your house. You know what I'm saying? But old people are closer to ghosts, technically. So you nearly saw a ghost, but you actually just saw an old person. It's not as impressive. You can't just walk around like bingo halls and be like, ah, a ghost. Ah, nearly a ghost. It's not respectful to do that.
For a stroll through the dark woods. and strangely all dressed in white.
They're not all dressed in white. You can't tell that. The camera's too shit and it's too dark. This is like the worst Bigfoot video ever. There's not even a Bigfoot in it.
Let me know what you think.
Which way?
The Secret Shadow. Paranormal researcher Crisel Luna sets out to investigate an abandoned house, now turned into a warehouse, in Michoacan, Mexico. The house was left abandoned after the owner, an elderly woman who lived there her whole life, passed away a few years ago.
In a warehouse. Whatever.
The old building is now used as a warehouse to store grains, and many local workers claim to have seen the terrifying apparition of a woman aimlessly wandering the property. One night, Crisel and her friend Melissa investigate the warehouse, but besides some odd noises, they don't really experience or capture much of anything. However, when Crisel posts her video to YouTube, many of her viewers spot something in her video footage that she didn't even notice. Something very creepy.
Are you serious about learning? Following our learning by
that is creepy.
6 months study.
I gotta stop doing that joke.
Ahorita vamos a ingresar ahí dentro para que ustedes puedan ver, pero sí me gustaría, pues me gustaría pedir la presencia. Es algo que he estado haciendo últimamente, pedir la presencia de este ser, de los seres que ya no están en este mundo, que ya están en el más allá y que de alguna
Let's talk more ghosts, please.
forma. Estoy escuchando ruidos allá adentro, Meli. Estoy escuchando ruidos ahí. A ver si logramos ver algo. Ay, escucho ruido, escucho ruido. ¿Quién anda ahí? No sé si aquí tengan un gato, un perro, se están escuchando ruidos extraños.
How are they gonna have a dog or cat? They haven't even got like a door. There's no one there. If you haven't got a door or any furniture or anything, carpet, don't get a dog or a cat. Start with the door, then get the dog or the cat.
¿Quién anda aquí?
Got lots of sandbags though.
Aquí se estaban escuchando los ruidos.
Did you see it? Crisel has just started her investigation when an unexplained dark figure can be seen walking inside the abandoned home. Neither Crisel or her friend see the creepy apparition, but they can both hear strange noises coming from inside. But when they go in and inspect the room, there's just no one there.
So something that annoys me about Nuke's videos is he does it like a top 10, but I don't really think they're in order of impressiveness. It's like often you'll be watching it for like this, like what, 20 minutes, and you'll be like, oh, this number one, it's gonna spook me, and number one's like, there is a feather and it moved. It's like, oh, okay, maybe you should have put that at the end, because this one sucks.
So did Crisel capture the old woman that is said to haunt the property? I guess we'll never know. You can watch more spooky investigations over on the YouTube channel, Crisel Luna.
Okay, well look, we're going for another half an hour. Let's get off of Nukes now. Let's do ghost videos. But we want most recent. Alright, here we go. We're gonna watch an old one. This is a year old, so I'm sure that I've seen all of these. But I think it would be fun to watch them anyway. The top 10 most terrifying ghost sightings in Britain and it's Watch Mojo UK. Watch Mojo UK edition. By the way, guys, I'm going to take a little break from streaming when it gets to 2 hours. And then I'm going to have some dinner. And then, yeah, I'm going to come back. Maybe play a game. Do something different. Right, ready? Because I'm on a real streaming kick at the moment. Trying to get those stream numbers up.
Don't turn out the lights. Welcome to Watch Mojo UK, and
that's a classic one. See, that's it's like the back of some London exhibit. It's either like it's like some kind of museum or exhibit or whatever, and they got these like double doors at the back, and as you can see, this ghoul pops out like it's showtime, and it pops out. It's a classic.
Today we'll be counting down our picks for the top 10 most terrifying ghost sightings in Britain. Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. For this list, we'll be looking at the spookiest ghost stories from around the UK. Number 10, Whitby's Phantom Hearse.
Yes.
Whitby's most famous supernatural resident might be Dracula himself, but there are plenty of strange encounters that don't involve the world's most famous vampire.
Goths love Whitby. They go all the time, or at least once a year, to Whitby for like this like goth festival, and they all hang out, gothing about, celebrating the inspiration for the vampire. It's cool. I like goths. Goths are cool. Hey goths, you're pretty cool. In my book, anyway.
One in particular is a story attached to St. Mary's Church, which was also an important setting in Bram Stoker's magnum opus. A phantom hearse pulled by black horses appears at the graveside of a recently buried sailor, helmed by a headless coachman, which takes the sailor over the cliff and into the sea below. The grounds of Whitby Abbey itself also host numerous spectres, including a nun who was bricked up to die after falling in love with a knight. Number 9, Beast of Bar.
That wasn't a ghost sighting. The title is Top 10 Most Terrifying Ghost Sightings in Britain. That wasn't a sighting.
Barmston Drain. In 2016, a mysterious creature made itself known in Hull. The so-called Beast of Barmston Drain was
in Hull, you know. In Hull.
Described by witnesses as being half man, half dog, and was seen jumping across the
Met him.
Way and eating a German Shepherd. Local Hull historian Mike Covell took an interest in numerous sightings at the drain, which has seen more than 100 drowning deaths over the years. The creature was later identified as an 8-foot-tall werewolf nicknamed Old Stinker. While many don't believe the stories, some researchers have blamed the folklore on collective guilt over wiping out Britain's native wolves. Whatever the reason, you want to be careful walking near Barmston Drain at night. Number 8, the Gorbals Vampire. A shadowy monster supposedly stalks the southern necropolis in Glasgow, Scotland. In the 1950s, the urban myth began to take shape, and it was rumoured that a vampire was preying on local children.
This is real scary music, Watch Mojo, I have to say. It's really spooky.
Rather than cower in fear, dozens of kids teamed up with makeshift weapons to slay the vampire head-on. This was in September 1953, and police eventually found the kids on a mission to get revenge for their fallen friends. Though an actual vampire has never been found, the raid on the cemetery definitely happened, and the vampire is immortalized as a mural painted in 2016. There was even a play made about it. Number 7.
A play?
7. Mr. Boo.
I think we're going to have an advert, guys.
Boots. A prime candidate for one of the most haunted places in Scotland, the Edinburgh Vaults.
Here we go. Gimme Derek Acora. Gimme that man.
A network of underground streets, initially used by tradesmen, they eventually became slums in the 1800s, before being closed completely. Now a major tourist attraction, some of the old residents don't seem to have left.
What I love about England, in fact what I love about ghost tourism, is that like, you can have just a shitty old basement like this and be like, no, it's an attraction. It's a haunted attraction. It's like, well, I'm pretty sure that's just a shitty old basement. No. It's a haunted attraction. It's actually one of the most haunted places in the United Kingdom. Just happens to be a shitty old basement.
The most notorious is Mr. Boots, so named for his loud footsteps, thought to be the ghost of
Hello, I'm Mr. Boots.
a murderer. He's been allegedly photographed numerous times.
My name's Mr. Boots. I love boots. I love spooking unsuspecting people.
And has a penchant for terrorising the visitors. One
I've got a penchant for terrorising visitors. I can't get enough of it.
unlucky tourist even suffered a nasty head injury blamed on the ghost in 2011. Number 6. Disaster victims. First constructed in the late 19th century, the London Underground has no shortage of ghost stories to fill its tunnels. But
I've never seen a ghost on the London Underground. But I've seen a pigeon down there. I remember thinking, how did you get down here? You'd have had to at least have gone down either a lift or some stairs. You're lost, pigeon. You're lost. It got on the train at King's Cross and it got off. It got off at Liverpool Street. I remember thinking, fair, knows where it's going. I don't know what it's like. I don't pretend to know its business. Let it. It didn't pay though.
one of the most distressing revolves around the victims of the Bethnal Green tube disaster in 1943. During the Blitz, the underground tunnels were routinely used by civilians sheltering from air raids. But on March 3rd, hundreds of people fled into the tunnels following an air raid siren, eventually leading to a fatal crash that tragically killed 173 people. Late at night, it's said station workers and commuters can hear the cries and screams of the victims of the disaster.
Why has she got a Spider-Man face paint on her eye? Oh, do you know what make you look dead spooky? I'm a makeup artist. I know all about dead spooky stuff. I tell you what, you're going to be in this stock video that's going to be used for Watch Mojo UK. I'll make you look dead spooky. What I'll do is I'll paint a little sort of dead spooky Spider-Man thing on your eye. Because he's a spider, but a man's dead spooky. I've never seen it, but it sounds spooky.
Number 5. The Crier of Clafe. On the shores of Lake Windermere, locals and boatmen will often hear the loud wails of a monk who died hundreds of years ago.
Give it a rest, monk. People are dying today. We get it, you're dead. It was hundreds of years ago. Stop wailing about it.
Clafe Crier himself. It's said the monk fell in love with a fallen woman but was rejected. Rather than move on with his...
Gutted. Gutted! You got rejected, you dumb monk.
Life, his ghost now wanders the shore crying out for help. But beware, a grisly story says...
Incel monk alert.
That once, a novice ferryman answered the monk's cries, despite being warned away by his superiors, and decided to offer assistance. Whatever he found, he was driven completely mad, dying mere days later and taking his secret to the grave. Number 4. The Roman Legion. In 1953, local plumber Harry Martindale was working in the cellar of Treasurer's House in York fixing pipes. History was made when he...
It's what they all say. It's what they all say when they're on the stands for cottaging. I was fixing pipes. Whatever.
Saw an entire Roman legion march smashing through the cellar from the knees up because the old Roman road beneath the building was lowered down. Martindale gave specific details of the clothes the legionaries were wearing, and his account was consistent with the real soldiers stationed there in the 5th century. The sighting has since become famous, with an entire exhibit about it in Treasurer's House, and up until his death in 2014, Martindale never changed his story. Number 3. Anne Boleyn. Henry VIII's second wife, Anne Boleyn, was executed in 1536 on charges of treason.
Don't mess up her hair. Take it up, don't mess up her hair. Alright? She hates that. Don't. I know what's gonna happen. We all know what's gonna happen, that's why we're here. But just try not to mess up her hair. It took her ages this morning.
And adultery. She's since become one of the most famous ghosts in the country. Her usual haunts include Blickling Hall in Norwich, Marwell Hall in Hampshire, Sale Church in Norfolk, and the Tower of London.
She gets around, doesn't she, Anne Boleyn? I didn't know you could do that. I didn't know you could go on tour. She's haunting on tour. Pick a place. It's about time, Anne. Pick one and stay there.
Self. These are all places Anne had a connection to, whether it's where she was locked up.
God, can you imagine that? When I die, do you know how many places I've got a connection to? It's like, I want to haunt... When I die, I want to haunt, like, some of the comedy clubs that I performed at. I don't want to haunt Lidl. I don't want to haunt Eltham Library, because I went there once. I don't want to haunt the Ice Bar in London. I went there for someone's birthday. It's not a regular place, but I've got a connection to it. It's cold there. Don't make me haunt the Ice Bar in London. You have to wear a big parka and you can only be in there for half an hour and you get one drink. And the glass is made of ice.
Where she may have been buried, or where she spent parts of her childhood. A vicar in Northamptonshire even claimed to have had conversations with the ghost of Anne Boleyn, while others allege her spirit appears headless.
Of course you did, mate. Get a wife.
Number 2. The Pendle Witches. In 1612, a dozen people in Lancashire were accused of witchcraft, 11 women and 1 man. 10 of them were found guilty and hanged, and many came from just 2 families. The witches' ghosts are now said to haunt Pendle Hill, and sometimes are even snapped in photographs. It's thought the spirits are restless because of their gruesome demise and unfair execution. If you go to Pendle and the nearby towns today, however, you won't need to go far to find a witch. In 2012, on the...
What is this animation?
400th anniversary of the trials, the world record for the largest group of people.
We've got to humanise these women who were accused of being witches. So animate her like proper weird, looking hideous, and like grabbing a railing,
dressed as witches at once,
making faces and that.
Was set. Number 1, the Hampton Court Ghost.
Here it is.
Hampton Court, a Tudor palace built for Henry VIII, is notoriously haunted. One of the most famous sightings of all time was actually caught on CCTV in 2008.
God, imagine if their CCTV camera hadn't been 3 frames a minute. Imagine that.
In the footage, a figure wearing Tudor clothes can be seen throwing open a set of heavy fired doors and then closing them again. Security guards said that though an alarm went off to indicate the door was open, they didn't see anybody, and neither did any of the other cameras. Plenty of skeptics believe the footage is a hoax, but many spectres are said to walk the hallowed halls of Hampton Court, including 2 more of Henry's wives, Jane Seymour and Catherine Howard. You agree with our picks? Check out this other recent...
Alright guys, look, we're not going to go for the full 2 hours. I've got to have dinner. But I'm going to be back later. That was the first episode of Ghost Watch. Hopefully to be a regular streaming series. It was fun. We watched some ghost stuff, didn't we? Remember, if you want, you can follow me on Twitter at JenIvesComedian. You can follow me on Patreon, patreon.com/jenives. Yeah, that's where you can give me money and stuff. Or you can give me money by donating to me on my Twitch homepage. Give me some money. I like money. I deserve money. Money buys nice things. I'm just joking. You don't have to give me any money. I'm going to do another stream later, probably after my dinner. Thank you for the link, Critical. Appreciate it. Got back from your dog walk. Love to see it. We love to see it. We love to see it. What kind of dog do you have? Let us know. I'm going to be back later. This will be available on YouTube at Jen Blends. And what else can I tell you? I don't know. There's a, you know, whatever. Bye, everyone. Bye.